喂，大家好，翻嚟現代三國志，講講小紅書，因為大家都應該知咧，TikTok 就被禁剩翻幾日，咁咧就令到大批美國人就過去小紅書。咁今集同大家研究下點解、點樣，同埋而家發生咩事，因為簡直係一個即係跌下爬㗎嚇，即係諗都諗唔到。過去真係前所未有，亦都將來都未必會再發生，係一個非常之獨特嘅社會政治嘅現象。咁真係唔講唔得。OK 嗱，呢啲美國人過去小紅書，原因就係佢哋係非常之憤怒，唔妥美國政府。大家都應該知 TikTok 喺美國好受歡迎，用戶超過100個 million 嘅呢個。佢哋咧，即係而家覺得，因為美國要禁 TikTok 咧，美國係即係基本上係 betray 咗佢哋啊！中文點講啊？即係即係插咗佢哋一刀，因為美國係嗰個 Second Amendment 咧係保障佢哋呢個 freedom of speech 呢個言論自由噶嘛。咁而家就好明顯地係違反咗呢樣嘢啦，呢個咁重要對美國人咁重要嘅 principle 係嘛 ？OK， 咁佢哋就話：喂，你唔俾我用一個同中國有關，因為大家都知啊 ，TikTok 母公司就係字節跳動啦，中國公司啊，中國母公司啊，因為有呢個關係，你唔俾我用，我而家就玩作對。要串翻你轉頭，我而家過去一個真正中國嘅 app 嗰度，就係小紅書。咁係一班少數嘅 TikTok 即係用家喺度話，大家過去小紅書。咁呢樣嘢咧就通晒天 viral 咗啦 ，viral 咗咧，咁而家係一大批過咗去小紅書。咁呢班人咧。就因為除咗玩 TikTok 同埋玩小紅書之外咧，佢哋玩埋 X 噶嘛。咁我就喺度 X 嗰度咧，就見到佢哋嗰啲 video， 見到佢哋嗰啲出 post 嗰啲。今日哇咦，真係都幾厲害喎！咁我自己就上去小紅書睇下，真係好多美國人，勁多，基本上係即係個都話佢哋稱為自己做呢個 TikTok 難民、TT 難民啊、TikTok refugee。咁去到小紅書嗰邊咧，就話。有啲人用即係學兩句中文啦，有啲就用翻英文話hey hello 咁樣啊，咁樣嘅好嘅。咁同埋咧，因為我喺 X 見到有啲名人上去，有個名人咧我幾中意嘅，就係阿 Kevin Bacon。咁嗱 Kevin Bacon 咧，我相信大家一般香港人唔知佢乜水啊。佢係一個90年代同埋2000年嗰陣時候做好多電影嘅。即係幾套電影都有佢嘅嚇，即係佢而家唔係啲 Brad Pitt 啊或者 Tom Cruise 嗰個級數啦。佢90年代紅過幾年，咁然之後咧就去咗二線嘅。咁但係佢有幾套嘅嘢係幾 O， 即係我幾中意嘅。其中一套叫 Tremors， 遲啲介紹俾大家。咁 Kevin Bacon 咧就親自去咗小紅書。冇透過 agent， 冇透過呢個經理人嚇，佢係真係自己即係親自上去嘅。咁第一呢樣我即係幾欣賞呢度，佢係親自上去，唔係透過 agent， 唔係透過經理人公司。咁老實實啦，我真係想去上去小紅書同佢溝通下，即係 say 個 hi，say 個歡迎你嚟小紅書度，同埋我好中意睇你嗰幾套電影嘅嚇，講咗呢啲説話。咁順便即係玩下小紅書啦，因為我都有段時間冇玩啦嚇，我都係玩開 X 啊、FB 啊，即係 Facebook 啊，同埋呢個 YouTube 啦嚇。小紅書少嘅，咁而家上翻去啦嚇，咁多即係有幾個荷里活明星，同埋我幾中意嗰啲嘅佢哋，咁上去啦。咁亦都我都同幾個美國人吹水傾下偈啦，係咪先？咁樣嘅，咁亦都即係留意到幾樣嘢。咁佢哋咧一陣間我會 show 啲片俾大家嘅，但係我而家即係鋪咗路先啦。即係佢哋基本上係大開眼界，因為佢哋不嬲咧覺得中國好落後，覺得中國好獨裁，覺得即係中國好唔掂啦，好唔開心啊！你班人，但係去到上到小紅書，咦？你班人即係你班中國人都幾友善喎，教育水平都幾高喎。你哋生活唔單止即 即係都幾高水平，健康康，你買嘢都幾平喎。咁咪即係你即係當然喺度講開一啲即係生活上嘅嘢啦。咁啊有啲人又話：喂，我哋美國就即係睇醫生啊，點樣點樣啊，醫療啊點樣點樣啊，好唔掂啊，好貴啊，入去超級市場又係啲好貴啊。咁話中國咁喺中國城市生活嗰啲嘢又話：我哋就其實即係。去超級市場買嘢就咁多錢，哇！原來爭咁遠嘅，爭9條街嘅嘢就差唔多，但係咧價錢咁犀利嘅，亦都有人喺小紅書同埋 TikTok 咧，呢啲美國人咧，因為上海、北京、深圳嗰啲好多已經好多西方美國人喺啲嗰啲城市，可以話俾你聽。喂，我入到去中國一間超級市場買水果啊，買啲朱古力啊，或者啲礦泉水啊，咩都好啊，大陸係呢個價，但係喺美國咧。3-4倍價錢，即係當然，如果你即係轉翻美金咧嚇，或者你轉翻人民幣咧，即係總言之係同嗰個 currency 咧，同嗰個貨幣咧3-4倍價錢嘅，但係都係嗰樣嘢嚟嘅啫。咁另外又話，喂，醫療一講起醫療，有啲人問，喂，我哋喺美國生仔咧係幾萬蚊美元嘅，之後咧，然之後咧有一個中國人就話幾萬蚊美元。我哋一嚿水都唔使喎，一嚿水人民幣都唔使喎，即係咁樣嘅，即係可以話到俾你聽嚇，你喺一個社會主義國家、社會主義制度之下，同一個極端資本主義制度之下嗰個分別係點樣啦？咁我咧一陣間會 show 啲片俾大家，呢啲全部都係唔係喺小紅書就係 TikTok 啦，大部分喺小紅書嘅，就係啲美國人即係話，即係大開眼界話。即係哇！原來嗰個分別係咁大，即係我同埋佢哋即係最嬲嗰樣嘢，因為有幾個咧係好憤怒嘅。佢哋憤怒嘅原因就係佢哋話，即係呢世人都係被洗腦，都係俾美國政府、美國西方主流傳媒洗腦，話到中國有幾邪惡，話到中國有幾窮、有幾唔掂，但係基本上係調轉嘅，唔掂嗰個係我哋美國，就係咁。咁即係呢個現象咧，係真係好少有咁同一時間咁短時間內咁大批人可以喺一個 grassroots level 嗰度，即係喺一個平民即係階層嗰度喺度交流，講一啲個人或者生活嘅嘢，比較下生活，向對方學習下。教育下對方咁樣嘅，即係我相信而家咧，即係好多即係中國人都見到，即係而家認識到美國呢個美國夢，其實實際上係美國噩夢嚟嘅。咁由另外嗰個角度咧，啲美國人咧，即係不嬲都覺得，咦，你中國係一個共產獨裁嘅國家咁樣。其實呢個所謂嘅共產獨裁嘅國家，其實都幾好喎。係好多方面係好過我哋美國，有幾個又喺度彈，哇！中國嗰啲嘢好正，好 cool 啊！佢哋嗰啲 technology 好 cool 啊！嗰啲電動車啊，嗰啲high speed rail 啊，嗰啲火車啊，咁先進咁勁嘅，啲城市又乾淨，又冇露宿者，亦都有啲喺度話佢哋始終佢哋明白點解美國要不停咁洗佢哋腦，不停咁樣講中國衰，講中國唔掂。佢哋係因為如果佢哋即係美國人啦，或者一般西方人啦，知道嗰個真相咧，佢哋就知道即係會問點解美國或者其他西方政府點解咁無能，但係同時間中國政府又做到嘢咧。就係咁樣，有幾個咧就喺度話喺美國咧乜嘢都抽稅嘅，基本上係 tax to death 啊！佢用呢個字眼嘅 tax to death，即係乜鬼嘢都抽稅。但係咧嗰個經濟同埋嗰個社會咧係唔 work 嘅，唔得嘅，所有嘢都係崩潰，係 broken 嘅。即係好似大家都應該知美國嗰個 healthcare system 咧，基本上你係俾好多錢，但係醫唔到你嘅。大家都應該聽過 Luigi 呢位人物啦，佢呢個 Luigi 就係懟冧咗美國保險公司高層嗰個人嚇，咁呢單嘢你係即個1-2個月前嘅，你可以上網查翻。咁點解呢個人殺咗呢個保險公司高層咧？ 呢個殺手咧基本上係有錢仔嚟嘅嚇，咁但係咧因為佢憤怒，佢係好憤怒，因為美國嗰個保險成個行業咧唔係幫人嘅，係賺盡錢。你起碼喺香港，你係只係得少數嘅單係 claim 唔到嘅，即係每年係即係當然係有啲單係 claim 唔到啦。咁但係 claim 唔到呢啲單，其實大部分咧可以話係99%嘅 percentage 咧係因為嗰個客係隱藏一啲資料，令到佢 claim 唔到，唔係因為保險公司嘅錯，因為嗰個客係特登隱瞞一啲資料。OK。美國就唔係嘅，美國咧就係喺度玩嘢。個保險界基本上唔係話得嗰1-2% of 呢啲保單係保唔到，係好多嘅，係講緊係2成幾3成嘅保單係保唔到，諗盡辦法唔保俾你。咁啲人咧，好多美國人咧係因為病咧就會破產嘅。大家可以上網查下 medical bankruptcy 呢樣嘢喺美國嚇係真係發生嘅，因為你有病，你基本上係嘔咗成副身家出嚟去醫病，結果就搞到家族破產嘅。medical bankruptcy 係一個好嚴重問題。你基本上即係喺美國咧，即係好普遍嘅。你睇翻啲數據咧，10幾年前呢個 medical bankruptcy 已經係好嚴重噶啦。咁而家今時今日我更加厲害添啦，即係我都唔記得咗嗰啲數字，但係我記得10幾年睇咧，已經咁多家庭係因為 medical expenses 咧係破產嘅，但係哇而家應該唔止啊。anyway 嗱，咁所以呢啲美國人咧就發覺乜你哋中國原來即係咁樣㗎嚇，即係真係大開眼界。咁亦都會令到好多人咧會自然想，例如過嚟中國玩下睇下，真係感受下。因為而家免簽證啦，大家都知啦，咁即係好容易西方人好容易入去中國嘅。嗱，咁呢個咁嘅小紅書現象咧，叫佢做啦，基本上係打破晒美國政府同埋主流傳媒想魔鬼化中國呢樣嘢㗎啦，即係一次過係全部打冧晒。所以成單嘢咧，由禁 TikTok 至到而家小紅書現象咧，係一個非常之大嘅反效果嚟嘅，對美國政府嚟講，即係叫做 blowback 啊，blowback 就係你原本想達到一個目的嘅，但係現實出嚟嗰個效果咧係相反嘅，係對你有害嘅咁樣，即係嗰個諷刺程度係極大。咁同埋唔好忘記小紅書嚇，小紅書就係指毛澤東呢個文革時代嗰陣時候嗰本小紅書啊，即係對呢個美國政府、美國高層嗰啲個反左翼、反共產主義嗰種意識形態咧，而家俾呢個小紅書懟冧晒，即係嗰個諷刺程度極高。因為美國政府要禁 TikTok 咧，咁其實而家咧有機會佢都會嘗試禁埋小紅書噶啦，因為而家咁多美國人過咗去嗰邊，有啲甚至乎有啲美國人好極端啊，又話喂，如果即係中美即係開戰咧，我會過去中國嗰邊啦，唔係講笑，我會幫硬中國，即係咁樣嘅，有啲咁嘅言論。咁所以咧，即係由美國政府嘅角度咧，即係相當之令到佢哋擔心㗎小紅書呢個現象。咁美國政府去禁 TikTok 嗰條法例咧，就寫得好闊嘅嚇，可以 apply to 好多情況下，咁佢可以用同樣呢條法例咧去禁小紅書，所以我相信佢會遲啲係諗計仔，即係都係用翻呢條法例去禁，去打低小紅書嘅，因為小紅書比 TikTok 更加厲害，令到美國人知道呢個世界係點樣個真相。因為 TikTok 咧佢本身係冇 censorship 嘅，即係唔同呢個面書啊。你面書咧，你講少少一啲反油仔嘅嘢咧，就已經封你幾個禮拜㗎。我都試過啦嚇。你撐呢個巴仔撐得太行呢個或同埋呢個批耳仔批得太狂咧，佢會禁你㗎，禁你一段時間㗎。嗱咁 TikTok 就冇呢啲嘢嘅，咁所以咧。就美國就唔中意，美國政府唔中意啦嚇，因為美國政府有立場嘅話，佢唔中意 個真相出嚟嘛。小紅書就更加添啦。咁但係小紅書當然，如果你喺度鬧即係中共咧，咁即係會被 shut down 啦，一樣道理啦，係咪先？咁所以即係你嚟到我哋個地方，梗係要即係跟翻我哋嘅規矩啦，啱唔啱啊？嗱，咁所以睇下點，所以睇下小紅書會唔會俾美政府撳低？嗱，咁而家咧，我分享下一啲大部分係小紅書嘅片，應該有一兩條係 TikTok 嘅，因為 TikTok 而家都剩翻幾日，有啲人都喺 TikTok 嗰度喺度生，咁大家研究即係睇下啦嚇。去片
is funky as fuck on the left and on the right. Don't get it twisted. This is a class war, and I will not be giving this fight up. We deserve sovereignty and real freedom. The government has been lying to us about China for decades. Now that we've all gotten on Red Note and we can see the lifestyle that all of the Chinese people have, a lot of us Americans are fucking pissed. The price of going out to eat, the price of groceries, public transportation. And the people on Red Note are so fucking flabbergasted that we have to work 2 jobs just to keep our roof over our head. US government, you fucked up big time, which is not a surprise because you do it constantly. Even if TikTok gets banned, I've seen enough. I have been woken up. I grew up fed propaganda that China is evil and that they treat their citizens like shit. I mean, I was raised by MAGA. It's the main reason why I feel so radicalized. American culture, American society is toxic, gross, poisonous. They poison our food. They jack the prices up of everything. We don't get healthcare. We don't get good public transportation, even though we're all on the same fucking continent. We destroy the planet for money, power, and control.
Hey, how are you? The weather is getting cold. You have to take care of yourself. Act well, sleep on time, study hard, and work hard. Just remember, you can also be accident. Punish me, you do your best on yourself.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. China is the best country in the entire world! I love China so much! First off, Mandarin is amazing. Second off, the Chinese Communist Party, yes, communist, is the best government in the entire world. Most transparent government in the entire world. Third off, Xi Jinping is the fucking GOAT. Number 4, Chairman Mao, also the fucking GOAT. Rest in peace, bro. Number 5, the cuisine is amazing. Number 6, the Great Wall of China is the best tourist destination in the entire world. So much history in China. Number 7, nothing happened in Tiananmen Square. China, I love China so much, especially the Chinese Communist, yes, Communist Party. By the way, I love communism. I love Chinese communism. All right, let's go.
Ni hao, TikTok refugee from America here. Glad to finally make it here. Hope to make a lot of friends here. And as you can tell, I work in law enforcement. If you have any questions about anything law enforcement related, I'd be happy to try to answer them for you. Maybe explain to you why we do things the way we do. Shut up, radio.
Well, I gotta tell you something. We have been fed so much bullshit. You really need to go and sign up for Red Note. Just go and peruse the site. It's mind-blowing. The kindness, the generosity that the Chinese people are showing to the Americans who come on there, the way they're welcoming them. Yes, they're asking them to follow the guidelines of their app, which is standard practice. But when you start looking at what you see on Red Note versus what the governments have been handing us for propaganda and bullshit, my God, man, I spent a couple hours just going through the site, and really, it's worth the time for you to just sign up, go onto the site, and you don't even have to set up a full account to go and look. But, like, the amount of money that they have to spend on groceries, for example, is peanuts compared to what we pay here in Canada, and I'm sure the same in the U.S. It's like night and day. Their world there is so much better than the way they portray it. They're not a repressed people. They're intelligent. They're not what they try and tell us, that they are evil. China, 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 as Trump would say. Go have a look. Seriously, you're going to get a rude awakening about the truth and the propaganda that we've been hand-fed for years, that China's our enemy. They're not our enemy. Our enemy are the people who sit in those fancy chairs in Congress and Senates and politicians, the rich, the Mark Zuckerbergs of the world, the people who hand us BS. I have to say that I got an education in the last 24 hours, just going through that site, watching various videos. Now, it's not TikTok. It's more of it's slightly different than TikTok, but it's good. And it's unbelievable to see how many people will welcome you. Go have a look. Take care, my friends. God bless. And let's put an end to the government's nonsense, both Canada, U.S., and around the world. China is not an evil place. China is not a place where they repress their citizens. I mean, yeah, there's things they can't do and things they can't say. But they live a healthy and prosperous life there. It's different. Go see for yourself. Give me your feedback when you're done. I'm curious to know what you think. Take care, my friends. All the best.
The people over at Redbook at Xiaohongshu are so nice. The way that the people have just like opened up the app to us, foreigners and TikTok refugees, and just like started to show us the ropes and like how the app works, and teaching us about their culture and China and things that we never get to see because of the giant curtain of propaganda that blocks us off from the Chinese, has been so incredible to see. Like, truly incredible to see. Even putting aside how incredibly welcoming and kind the Chinese people on this app are, it's also mind-blowing to see how nice China is. Like, no, they have so much cool shit there, okay? They have it's crazy. It's like China is, in the advancements that they have and all the cool shit that they have, reminds me of what the US could be if we weren't a failing, crumbling empire that's resting on our laurels and the fact that we're technically still a superpower, but really we're kind of a rotting country that's completely collapsing in on itself. And all the billionaires and corporations know this, so they're trying to loot as much as they can from the treasury and then run out the back door after. And the only thing that is propping our country up at this point, aside from corporations' stock buybacks and their continued, merger with the government, is the military. Which is a very sad state of affairs, that's the biggest thing that we're exporting, our military. And by the way, I'm not saying that everything's perfect. I'm not trying to say that it's something that it's not. I will say it is very censorious, but the problem is with people getting really exercised about that is that we are guests on their platforms, so I don't demand the same lack of censorship that I demand from my own fucking country, like with TikTok. But also, even though we are all very upset about TikTok, and don't get it twisted, I am, TikTok is incredibly censorious. That's the gag about this whole thing, is that they keep talking about TikTok and China and how it's brainwashing. TikTok is more censorious than most social media platforms here. So...
Hi, TikTok refugees. I'm Leo. Welcome to Red Node.
Hi, guys from TikTok. I am Ed from China. I don't even know where to start.
So nice to see you all. As a native Chinese and also international influencers who can speak 5 different languages.
Hello everyone, I'm Go Yuan. Kaiko. I have heard that many Americans come to Redbook recently. I'd like to say welcome to you all. You can experience the culture and the calm of China. Besides, you can also get to know a very excellent blogger. Thank you. Finally, if you have some question in Redbook, you can ask me.
scanner at 7-Eleven. I feel seen. We're really not that different.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shanghai. Step into China's world of advanced transportation and stunning architecture. Join me as we explore Shanghai's vibrant cityscape with the human minds.
And our government is trying to push Dubai on us. Like, fuck out of here. I cannot tell you how many Luigi edits that they have on this app, which is so amazing. Because they have been cracking down so hard on us here in the US when we try to talk about Luigi. And like to see that all of these people on Redbook or Rednote are sharing it is like, feels like they're doing it for us. Like they're spreading the word for us, you know? But wait till I show you this. It's going to seriously blow your mind. You guys, you need to see their cars. This is crazy. What? Like, have you ever been to Port Authority? Like, if this is what the Chinese are used to dealing with, like, for their transport, those really, really nice places, they're gonna, like, I'm sure that when you guys have come to the States, you're terrified. Because, like, go to Port Authority. It's a fucking dump. You will regularly see people... I probably can't say this on here, but that's the point. And so I'm learning that this is the reason why they've propagandized us against the Chinese for so long. Think about it. Think about what you see about China in any American media, okay? It's usually horrible, negative, like they, you know, remember during COVID, they were showing all these like wet markets and being like, oh man, the Chinese, they're really like dirty and like they eat weird animals and they're really scared. Like, it just makes so much sense. Like, yes, no wonder they're doing all that propaganda. They don't want us looking at China. They don't want us being friends with the Chinese because they want war with China. So it is in their interest to keep us in the dark about who the Chinese are. But also, they don't want us seeing how nice their shit is. Like, how nice their country is. Because then we're going to be like, wait, what? Why is ours like this? And the one you're telling us to fear be like that.
Hey, Red Note. Yes, yet another American refugee from TikTok. And the first thing I want to say is thank you for being so nice, because just like we are, we Americans just showed up, unannounced, uninvited, and just sat down, made ourselves at home. Isn't that just like us? And y'all have been so welcoming, and it's so nice, so thank you very much. I am from the southern United States, from Alabama, and what you're hearing from me is a very slight southern accent. I just thought I'd let you know. On TikTok, I really like to talk about K-dramas, Korean dramas, and I like to get recommendations. I like to hear people's reviews of the shows and talk about what I thought about the shows and have conversations about that, because no one in my real life watches them. So I hope it works out here, and just thank you again.
So I downloaded RedNote, and I am no longer convinced that we are living in a first world country. Seeing the everyday lives of Chinese people, like obviously certain Chinese people, I'm not saying everybody's lives, but it's just like insanely eye-opening. There's something really remarkable that I have noticed about most of these Chinese people, even older people, like people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, they look so much less traumatized than most Americans. Our citizens here are not only like really cold and mean and disconnected and combative, but like you can just see people's problems on their face. You can see that they are exhausted and that they've been brutalized. Now, I don't fully understand Chinese culture at all, and I'm sure it varies a lot. It's a very, very big place. But it's interesting seeing how lighthearted and kind and gentle these people are, especially in comparison to Americans. We just have so much dark energy plaguing this country and plaguing the people. And it's just like, I don't know if we'll ever genuinely know what is happening. Like, what's happening with our government versus other governments. Is everyone lying to their people? Like, we live in so many layers of deception. Like, I don't know if we'll ever actually know what is happening.
This whole time I thought they were just afraid of us learning about other philosophies, other political ideologies, because that would threaten this late stage capitalism that we're in. Well, it's simpler than that. They can afford groceries on the other side of the world, one of the biggest countries in the world, the biggest population. Every time we talked about the healthcare system, the pharmaceutical, the food, the pew-pew, lack thereof regulations, every time we pulled examples from other Western countries, what is the thing they always come back with? Well, they have a population of 50 million and we have 350 million, so it would never work here. It would never work here. It would never work here. Tell me why they're eating fresh food for 90 cents US. And yeah, the conversion, but people are in beautiful apartments. They're eating fresh food. They are enjoying and celebrating their history and their culture. Deodorant is $11 here. The minimum wage is $7.25 pre-tax. Hasn't moved in decades. In no county in the entire United States could you work 40 hours a week at a minimum wage job and be able to afford a one-bedroom apartment. That is the point of minimum wage. It all goes back to what every single revolution is about, always. Food. As in, they really, it's not even just, oh, we need to make sure that they know that these other forms of government will never work. They don't work. Okay, I don't have a PhD in economics or in social, political climate, international politics, whatever. But what I do know is that they're eating good and fresh over there. Inexpensively. And we're not. I recently had an income increase, and the first thing I did was go to the grocery store. I am not kidding. I didn't even ball out, but I spent $250 on food. The second thing I did is I went and I got things like tissues to put in every room. Instead of getting one tissue box for the whole apartment, I put one in every room. I have soap. I just mean backup soap. Like, normally I would have one little thing for a backup. I got 5 backups now. Fucking A.